about a margarita?
Let's do it.
It's a little liquidy, but it'll work. All right.
Nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
That is one good margarita.
That's two good
Oh,
margaritas.
true. With your margarita machine.
With our margarita machine, our margarita glasses.
Well, this is just a party. We got the ball, we got the lights.
We got everything. And in Mike's
Music.
Westside Rental, it's not just digging. It's from digging to dancing, baby. Nice.
Well, let's sit and have a chat.
I'm good with chatting.
Shall we?
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm a
Well,
big
I think
fan.
we might need a little bit more light in here
I think
so
we
we can see
we got a guy that can
maybe
do that.
the reflection.
Let's see how that works. You'd think with this, we could get plenty of light off of this, perhaps.
So we're just going to readjust. So, hi, welcome to the best Facebook Live interview ever.
That's always my goal, Lisa,
Yes.
is to not be boring.
Well, I am super excited. My name is Lisa Marie Graves, and I am hosting the Men's Legacy Conference. What's our theme?
I think it's change.
Yes, not just change, but leaders prepared for change. And I have with me, he does respond to the name Mike. However, his name is actually Bert Thompson. He is the owner of Mike's Westside Rental. So tell us more about Mike's Westside.
Oh, I'd love to. I love talking about Mike's Westside Rental. Last year, I got to be a part of the Men's Legacy Conference.
Yes, as a panel member.
As a panel member. That was not really my choice. That was your choice.
But fabulous choice.
It was a great time. But we had our interview outside. Lisa said, "Where's your conference room?" And I said, "We don't have a conference room." And
Well, he said he's not a conference room kind of guy.
I'm not a conference room kind of guy. This is probably the nicest shirt I own. And it's not a golf shirt. It's not a golf shirt or a Mike's Westside t-shirt.
No.
So we decided, you know what, last year we did some digging. And like we said, our theme here is from digging to dancing. So we better do a little dancing today.
Yes.
And so
don't judge us on our dancing.
Oh, well, yeah. It's been a while. We don't have a whole lot of room in here. We'll blame it on that.
There we go.
Confined quarters here. But we just wanted to showcase a few things we do. Because not only do we do equipment and tool rental, if you need backhoes, skid steers, trenchers, we've got that. We do SCAG and echo sales as well. But we like to party. Let's just be real. We like to party. So we're having some margaritas from our frozen drink machine. We've got cocktail tables with the appropriate spandex covering. We've got pipe and drape. We've got the disco ball. We've got the PA system. We've got party lights. Things are just a sampling of what we have for party and event.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Well, you have grown your business from the very first time we met. You had your store in Graham. Then you were expanding here to Weatherford. And then last year you were even growing to Stephenville.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us more about what changes you've experienced with growth.
Oh, man. You're exactly right. So the original location, the foundation of our company, was started in Graham by Mike on the west side of PK Lake. That's where the That's where the west side came from. So we had to make sure that this store was on the west side of Weatherford, which it is, and our Stephenville location as well. We actually opened both those stores in the same year.
Yes.
Within about 8 or 9 months of each other. And that's a lot of change going from one location to 3 in that short amount of time. Just from infrastructure to computers to people to inventory, lots of change. But speaking of change, also in what we do, party and event, we'll have a great idea and then it rains. So, a bride or
toes.
you got to be ready for change because we may have a great plan, be ready to go execute it, and it rains for 3 days. That's what happened with Craft and Cork last year in Hudson Oaks. We were ready to set up on Monday. It rained. Tuesday, it rained. And I think a lot of folks that went to that event went with rubber boots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was so wet. So you've got to be prepared. I think that for me and our company, the best way to handle change, especially like on the party and event side when we're doing setup, is to have a plan. Because that way, when the change comes, you know where you need to adjust.
Yeah.
Flying by the seat of your pants works when we're dancing, right? But it doesn't work when you're doing setups, when you've got multiple locations you've got to be at in one day. You've got people, you've got vehicles, you've got inventory, all those things.
Lots of logistics.
Lots of logistics. So you better be okay with change.
Yeah. So did you have some advice on how people can be prepared for change?
Absolutely. The first thing I would say is have a plan.
Have a plan.
Have a plan. And again, depending on what your wheelhouse is, okay? If you're a landscaper, weather's going to affect that as well. If your job's indoors, weather's not going to affect that, but there'll be other things that do affect that. A tax accountant, has to be prepared for change because every year there's new laws, new deductions or new reductions, if you will, that they've got to be prepared for also. So start with that plan, because then you know what the change is affecting. May not affect the whole plan, may only affect one portion of it, but being able to adjust that plan to the change is going to make that go a lot smoother, in my humble opinion.
Very knowledgeable and experienced opinion. Well, you have been an amazing, loyal partner for the conferences. And I say conferences because you were from the beginning, the women's conference.
First
so we're
one.
coming up onto our 5th year for the women's. This is our 3rd men's conference. And with the growth, it was really important to there's companies that have been left behind and are no longer in existence because of change that has happened.
One of my favorite examples of companies that were left behind is General Motors.
Oh.
They had to be bailed out by the government in 2008. And this is just my humble opinion, but they didn't adapt to change in their product. The product that they were delivering, the design of it, and I'm a Chevrolet guy, have been my whole life. Some of it was just an awful design, but now they've come back. They've listened to their customer, changed some things. But then there's folks that didn't want to do that change, and they're long gone.
Yeah.
General Motors is another example with that. There's no more Oldsmobile. There's no more Pontiac. Those are gone.
Yeah.
So you've got to be prepared for it. You've got to listen to your customer, and you've got to understand that if you don't change, someone else will. Your competition will.
Yes.
And you've got to be ready for that.
Yes. Have you heard, I saw a quick blimp the other night on TV, ESPN Sports.
All right.
About the football players and how they have a tracking device in their shoulder pads to help really clearly define where they're at, where the ball's down, their patterns that they go, so that those can be studied and evaluated. Have you heard anything about that?
I had not heard that, but it's an incredible technology. I'm sure it's for safety to keep them from getting us hurt.
Some of that, and what I found interesting, and the reason I bring that up, is one of our speakers is Rayfield Wright. He is a prior Dallas Cowboy player, and he is in the NFL National Pro Hall of Fame, And so I finished reading his book, and it was just how he had gone through the change of new players constantly coming in every single year, and having to learn something new and adapt, and how the Cowboys team in his tenure of 13 years truly adapted and changed to new players coming in. And so you might have players on a team, but you have players and teammates that work with you, work for you.
And we call our employees teammates. We really are. There's different positions, and the positions change sometimes based on the skill set of that person, the interest of that person wanting to do something different, and then also maybe just the fact that we're bringing on something new in the company. Last year at this location, we brought Skag and Echo, Skag commercial lawnmowers, Echo power equipment, and we actually brought someone from our maintenance department in to become the mechanic on that. It was something that they had an interest in, loved turning wrenches, but wanted a new challenge. So it was a new product. Same thing for our sales guys. It was something else they needed to learn, an opportunity to sell something different besides just the sale for a rental item. And you've got to be able to adapt. The workforce is changing as well. Whether it's the generational workforce, old to young, young to old. You're a company that does. If you're a company and you don't adapt to the change in the workforce, you're going to get left behind as well. Your competition's going to know what the best way to hire that generation is and bring them into the fold. And if they know that better than you do, they're gonna leave you behind.
Yes, well, and I think it's really great what I've seen from you leading by example. You listen to your teammates, you take in their ideas, and what a wonderful, diverse group of people that you have that work with you. Because exactly that, if you only have people that think like you, then you're really not going to grow. And so you have a very diverse in age and experience that makes you guys better.
I think so. I'm pretty proud of our team.
I know you are.
We are diverse. We're cross-trained too. So we've got guys in our party and event division that may have to help us on equipment and tool rental. If it's a busy holiday weekend, we'll pull guys in. October, which are coming up on, our October starts September 15th and goes till about November 10th. So it's the busiest time of the year for our party and event division.
Gotcha.
Lots going on in that division, and so we bring guys from other stores in for that short period of time to either fill in for somebody that's helping on the party and event side that's normally on the counter at one of our other locations. We may have to have one of our drivers help haul some of the party and event stuff to some of these events versus just our regular team doing that. And so cross-training them and being prepared for that change when we get to that month of the year helps.
Nice.
It helps us take care of our customer better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how can they find out more about you and Mike's Westside Rental?
My favorite way to do it is on mikesrental.com, our Facebook page. Just go to Facebook and search Mike's Westside Rental. They're welcome to come by any of our locations here in Weatherford, Stephenville, or Graham. You could call us, stop by. We're here Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, Saturday, 7:30 to noon, sometimes 11:59 on a Saturday to get in and get out. So,
0.59.
Just a few seconds after that.
Right.
But just our favorite way to see is when you come in the door. Just come on in and let us talk to you and figure out what you're needing and help you any way we can.
Absolutely. And he has a great website. It's a super simple way to get to his website as well is from our Men's Legacy Conference partner page. He's actually right towards the top because he's a 3-time partner, and all of our partners are recognized with the longevity that they've been part of our conference. So that's a really simple way that you can get a hold of him as well. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we invite them to join us?
I think that's all I have. Other than, you know what? You need a refill?
I think I do
Speaking
need a refill.
Speaking of change, let's get a little more here and maybe change the music a little bit.
Okay, for our exit. Before we do that, let's make sure we get an invite before we do our exit.
Let's do that.
Exit left stage, right? Right stage, left stage?
I think it's stage. We'll do stage right today. How about that?
Our right or their right?
Let's do our right, their left.
Ooh, that was good.
Does that work?
That was very good.
Okay.
So we invite you to join us at the Men's Legacy Conference. It is Friday, October 18th. It's a half-day event from 8:30 until 1. There's food provided. We have 5 amazing speakers. You can check out our schedule. The speakers are sponsors, our partners, all on the website, menslegacyconference.com. So please register, bring a friend. You will not regret it, because if you are a leader, you're gonna want to attend, because you are a leader that will be prepared for change after this conference. All right, I think it's our cue.
You know what? I think I got one ready right here.
Thanks for watching.
You can't touch this.
Oh yeah! I'll do the top rider.
You can't touch this.